We'll solve the first problem in isometric. See, this is a problem. 3 cubes are placed one above the other. The first cube length is 60, the second cube length is 40, the third cube length is 20. Draw its isometric projections or the isometric view. See, it is a cube, so you should understand that the cube, all the sides are equal. The length, breadth and the height of the cube will be 60, and even the length, breadth and height of the second cube will be 40. Similarly the third cube. So first thing, you're supposed to draw these 3 cubes in orthographic view. Whatever you have learned in planes is orthographic view. In this module number 2, that is your solids, you will be learning about orthographic view again, but we'll be going to the isometric view, then we'll come back to solids. The first thing, after reading the question, try to understand the question. There are 3 cubes of different lengths and they are placed one above the other. So first we'll draw the orthographic view of this. How do you draw the orthographic view? First thing, you'll be drawing an x, y line. The first cube length is how much? 60. So it will be 60, 60, 60. So this is the first cube length when you're looking from the front view. On that, another cube is placed, that is nothing but how much? 40, 40 and 40. So on that there is another cube which is being placed of how much? 20, 20, 20. So these are the 3 cubes. Height is 20, this is 40 and this is 60. When you look 3 cubes which are placed one above the other of different heights, different size, this is how it looks in the front view. But what about the top view? When you look at this solid from the top view, the top view of this will be like this. This will be your first cube of how much? 60. On that there will be another cube of how much? 40, and there will be another cube of how much? 20. So this is your top view of the 3 cubes. So when you look from the top, this is how it looks. So this is the first cube which is of 60, the second cube of 40 and the third cube of length 20. So this you are supposed to draw on the plane side of your isometric sheets. See, these are the isometric sheets on which you'll be drawing the given problem. Okay, so in orthographic you are keeping your notebook horizontally, so whereas in isometric view keep your notebook vertically and you can draw 2 problems in each single sheet, in a sheet. Okay, so keep your book like this. Okay, so this will be your xy line, this will be your xy line. So whatever the orthographic view which is being drawn here, this has to be written on your plain side sheet. This has to be written in your plain side sheet. Then after this we will be converting this view into isometric, and the final answer of this problem will be like this. So this is the solution for the problem. 3 cubes are placed one above the other. See, when you check the difference between an orthographic view and an isometric view, so you can easily observe when you draw the sketch and show to any normal person, okay, who cannot read the engineering drawing, so he won't be able to analyze this. So what exactly these objects are. So for a common person, so if we just show these 3 objects, so anybody can tell there are 3 cubes which are placed one above the other coaxially. So this can be understood. So that is how the isometric is defined, trying to represent a 3D image on a 2D sheet. Your paper or your notebook is a 2D. On that we are trying to represent a 3D image. That is called as an isometric. There are a lot of applications of this isometric. One of the best example which I can give you is when you generally open the newspapers. So you can see the advertisement of your car. where they try to project the 3D view of a car. Or other best example is nothing with the apartment view. The inside cabin apartment view will be represented on a newspaper, where the customer can see what all the facilities which are available inside the hall or kitchen or the entire apartment. So that is a major application of this isometric view. So coming to solving this problem, so how to solve this problem? We'll solve the first problem. So that is nothing but the three cubes which are placed one above the other. Use a thin leaded pencil. Okay, the object whatever you're drawing here, the views which are drawing here, it should be a thin. After drawing all the three objects, then finally you make it thick, because there are n number of lines which will be erasing it. We'll go to the problem. We'll draw the first cube. Okay, so in another thing which I want to tell you is, so here you won't be using the scale measurement. Whatever the box measurement you have, see this measurement you will be using it. You can take your scale and measure the distance between each box. It will be 0.816. That is what the scale which they has given you, as 1 unit is equal to 0.816. That is, this will be 0.816. So for example, the cubes are drawn like this. See why this is drawn, or this is printed at an angle of 30 degrees. So that will be explained once you come back. For the time being, you just understand how to solve the isometric problems. See, this is the grid sheet which have been drawn here again. See, this measurement will be 0.816. Again, this also will be 0.816. This, even this, and even the height. So the distance between this point to this point will also be 0.816, but not the diagonal. This won't be 0.816. Remember this. We'll be drawing the first cube. Okay, don't take the measurement of the scale. You'll be taking the help of the scale just to draw these lines. That's all. So use a thin leaded pencil. Okay, so you can start from the midpoint. So midpoint in sense anywhere from here. Okay, draw a XY line first. It has to pass through all the corners of the diagonal. Let this be X and let this be Y. The first cube length is how much? It is 60 into 60 into 60. Yes, correct. So you directly take 6 boxes, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 6 boxes which I will be taking it directly and draw a line. So that is the base. First I'll be drawing the base of the first cube. See, this is the base of the first cube. Imagine, let the base be A, B, C and D. I am drawing the base of the first cube. Then we'll start projecting the height of the first cube from all the 4 corners. That is, this is the point number A to B is how much? It is 60. Again B to C is 60, C to D is 60 and D to A is 60. The lines which you are drawing on the isometric sheet should pass through the isometric lines only. Remember this. This is the point number A to B. It is 6 boxes, not your scale measurement. It is the box measurement. Again from the point B to C, again it is a 6 boxes. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to draw thin lines, because most of the lines you will be erasing it. This is the point C. Again from the point C to the point D, so that is point C to point D, it is again 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boxes. So it has to pass on the isometric lines only. These lines are called as isometric lines. it has to pass on isometric lines. This is the point D, and finally the base of the first cube is being drawn. It's completed. So we have drawn the base of the first cube. Fine. So the next, we'll construct the first cube. What is the height of the first cube? It is 60 because it is a cube, all the sides are equal. It is again 6 boxes. See, just from the point A, I'll be drawing the first height. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it exactly touches at the point C. Again, from the corner B, draw a height of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. Again, from the point C, draw a height of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has to pass through the corners of all the boxes. Again, from the point D, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the height of the first cube from all the 4 corners. That is from A, we have drawn a height of 6. Again from the B, 6, C, 6, and D, again we have drawn height of 6. We have drawn the height. Then we'll join the top of the first cube. So the top of the first cube will be from the point C to this. Again from the point, this point, to the topmost portion of the C. Again from this point, we'll mention this as, let this be A dash, B dash, C dash, and D dash. A to A dash is the first height, B to B dash is the second height, C to C dash is the third height, D to D dash is the fourth height from all the 4 corners of the base of the cube. Okay, so now we start joining from C to D, and finally D to C. You have done with the first cube. Now you're supposed to erase 2 lines. That is why I'm telling you, don't draw thick lines, because there will be number of lines which will be erasing after completing the problem. So you'll be erasing the first line. So you can ask, sir, how will you come to know which lines has to be erased? See, as you practice n number of problems, you'll come to know which are the lines which should be erased. Again, the line from the point D to C has to be erased. Again, C to B has to be erased. So now you got the first cube. Understood? This is the cube which you got. The first cube you have got. On that we have placed another cube of how much? 40, 40. The total length is how much? 60. So if you want to draw a cube of 40 on this, okay, you're supposed to leave one box on from all the 4 corners. That is, this is the first corner. So from this first corner you're supposed to leave one box on either side, and from this corner you're supposed to leave one box from either side, and from the corner C you're supposed to leave one box from either side, and D also. So finally you'll be getting this point. Okay, let it be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you join this, start joining from the point 1 to 2, again 2 to 3, again 3 to 4, and 4 to 1 again. This 1, 2, 3, 4 is the base of the second cube. 40, 40, 40, 40. This is what you have drawn here. Then what is the height of the second cube? It is again 40. So we'll start joining the height. Okay, so from, you just forget about the base cube in the first cube, that is 60. Now you just concentrate on the second cube, which is 40, 40, 40. I have drawn the base of the second cube, that is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1. That is 40, 40, 40, 40. The height of the second cube is 40 again. So from the base of the second cube, I'll be drawing the heights, that is 1 box, 2 box, 3 box and 4 box. Again similarly from the point 2, that is 1 box, 2, 3, 4. Again from the point C, it is 3, is 1, 2, 3, 4. Again from the point 4, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. From the base of the second cube, that is 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have drawn the heights, that is 4, 4, 4, 4 boxes. You are not taking the measurement of the scale since we are drawing an isometric view. Remember that. Now this is 1, this point let it be 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, this is 3 to 3 dash, 4 to 4 dash. Now we will join the top of the second cube, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1 again. That's 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash. You have completed the second cube. So now you're supposed to erase the lines which come inside the second cube, that is these lines. Now it is clear. So we have placed the second cube. Similarly the third cube is how much? It is 20. So that means we need the base length how much? 20, 20, 20, 20, and the height is how much? 20, 20, 20. Similarly we'll be leaving, this is totally it is 4 box, so on either side we'll be leaving 1 box, so you'll get back how much? 2 box, so on all the 4 sides. So that means the point will be starting from here. So we'll be drawing the base of the third cube, that is how much? 20, 20, 20 and 20. This is the base of the final cube, that is, let this be again 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the height of the last cube? It is again 2, that is 20. It is 2 box from the point 1, again it is 2 box, again from the point 3 it is 2 box, again from the point 4 it is 2 box. Now this is 1, let this be point 1 dash, this is your 2 dash, 3 dash and this is your 4 dash. Start joining the heights, 1 dash to 2 dash, 2 dash to 3 dash, 3 dash to 4 dash and 4 dash to again 1 dash. So again in this first thing you will be erasing whatever the lines come inside the top of the square, that is top cube. Again these lines you will be erasing it inside. So this is the final answer. So now you darken the lines. Second cube, this is the cube, final cube of 20, 20, 20. So this is a solution for the first problem. So that is equal to 3 cubes are placed one above the other. So this is the orthographic view. We are trying to convert the orthographic view into an isometric view. Hope you understood. That is, the problem 2 is like this. There are 3 slabs. The 3 slabs are placed one above the other. The first slab is 100 into 60 into 20. The second slab is 100 into 40 into 20. The third slab is 100 into 20 into 20. He has given the length, breadth and the height of the slab. Imagine the slab look like this. Okay. The length of the slab is how much? 100. The breadth he has given you 60. And thickness of the first slab he has given you is 20. On this he has placed 2 more slabs. The length is 100. The breadth is 40. The thickness remains same. The length remains same in all the 3 slabs. First we will be drawing the orthographic view. So I told you how to draw the orthographic view of this. So first thing we'll be drawing the orthographic view of the 3 slabs. So this is my x, y line. This is your vertical plane. This will be your horizontal plane. In the vertical plane you can see the front view of the object. In the horizontal plane you can see the top view of the object. The first slab is 100 into 60 into 20. So let the length will be 100 and the height he has given you as 20. Okay, this is the front view of the first slab because the height is 20. The second slab he has given you as 20. Again, the third slab height is also 20 and length is also 20. So in the orthographic view you can never find out how does these 3 slabs look like. So again, the second slab is also 20 height and 20 height and the width is 100. Coming to the top view of that, when you look from the top, the top view of the will also look like this, but the breadth differs. Okay, the breadth of the first slab is 100. The length is 100, but the breadth is 60. The first slab breadth is 60. Again, the second slab breadth is 40. The third slab breadth is 20. So in this view you cannot understand how these three slabs are placed one above the other. Fine, this is orthographic. So this we will convert into isometric and the final answer for this problem will look like this. This is the first slab, second slab and third slab. The first slab, the length is 100, the breadth is 60 and thickness is 20. On that he has placed another slab of how much? The length is same 100. The breadth is 40 whereas the thickness is 20. The third slab, the length is 100, the breadth is 20, again the height is also 20. This is the final solution for the given problem. So this we will draw on your sketchbook. So you can draw in a previous sheet. So since it occupies only half of the page, either you can draw it here or you can draw it on a new page. We will be drawing the first cube. So how do you draw the first cube? See, here the first cube looks like. The base of the first cube is how much? The length is 100, the breadth is 60, again the breadth is 60, again the length is how much? 100. See, this is the base of the first cube, sorry, first slab. Okay, so that is what I am drawing here. So let this be A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D is the base of the first slab. Then what is the height of the first slab? It is 20. From all 4 corners, so draw the heights. So it is from the point A you draw the height of 20, again from the point B you draw the height of 20, again 20, 20. Now you got the height from all the four corners. You want to join this. You got the first slab. So this we will be drawing in a sketch sheet. First you draw the XY line. XY line. Okay. So we'll start from the point A to P. From the point number A to P, the length is how much? 100. You're not taking the scale measurement at the point number A, P from here. So you can take it from anywhere. So you just better take it from the midpoint. So from the point A to B, the first slab length is 100. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 boxes. Okay, that is A to B. Again from the second one, B to C is how much? The breadth of the first slab is 60. So you will be drawing the breadth. It has to pass on the isometric lines only. Okay, so from the point number B to C, we have 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So join it to the point C. Again from the point C to the point D, it is again 100 box. Sorry, that is 10 box. C to D, it is 10 box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So join it. So this will be a point D. Finally, coming back to D to A, you have drawn the base of the first slab. That is, this is 100, 10 boxes, and this is 60 breadth. What is the height? The height of the first slab is 20. See, you will be drawing a straight line. Okay, you will be drawing a straight line. So we'll start from the corner A. From the corner A, you'll be drawing a straight line. That is a height of how much? 2. That is 2 boxes. Again from the point B, you'll be drawing a height of 2 boxes. Again from the point C, that is corner C, you'll be drawing a height of 2 boxes. It has to pass through the corners. Okay, and the so like it has to pass the diagonal. Remember this. Okay, it has to be straight. Again from the point D, you'll be drawing another straight line. That is from the 4 corners. You have drawn the height of the slab. What do you do next? You just join it and complete the first slab. A to B, B to C, C to D, and finally D to A. You have completed the first slab. This one. Okay, you complete the first slab. Now you are supposed to erase few things. The first thing which you will be erasing it, whatever the lines which come inside the top surface of the slab. This is the top surface of the slab. So inside this, whatever the lines which come, you erase it. Fine, you got the first slab. So you can erase these lines also, because these lines are hidden, which won't be visible for the observer. Fine. So you have completed the first slab of how much? 100 into 60 into 20. On that we will be placing another slab of how much? It is how much? 100 into 40 into 20. See, he has not changed the length. The length remains same. So that means the length is all 100. You're not changing it. But the breadth he has reduced. What is the breadth? The total length of the breadth in the first slab is 60. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. I should get a breadth of how much? 40. So that means you'll be leaving 2 boxes on either side. Here also you'll be leaving 2 boxes on either side. You'll be getting the point here. you mark these points. Okay, so now you got the base of the second slab. So you just have to join this, that's all. So you just join it. So again you just join this line. Okay, so let this be, again I don't want to confuse you, I'll erase this A, B, C, D. So let this be A, B, C and D. A, B, C, D is the base of the second slab. Okay, forget of the slab which is below. Okay, this is the B, C, D is the base of the second slab. So you can see that. What is the length of the second slab? The length of the second slab is 100, as you know. So that means this is 100. The breadth of the second slab is how much? 40. Again 100. Again 40. What is the height of the second slab? It is 20. So again, from all the four corners of the base of the second slab, we are raising the height of 20, 20, 20 and 20. Okay, so now you got the top of the second slab. You're supposed to just join it. You're supposed to join it. So from this point to C, C to D, again D back to A. So you got the second slab. So now you will be erasing whatever the lines which come inside the top surface. So we just start erasing these lines. So that's why I told you, draw thin lines, don't draw thick lines. So it will be difficult for you to erase in the last. So erase this. So you got the second slab. Finally the third slab. The length of the third slab is again 100. The breadth is 20 and the height is also 20. So that means this concentrate on the top surface of the second slab. That is, again I'll change it, let this be A, B, C and D. Okay, so the total length here, what we have, the breadth is 40. So we will be leaving one box on either side, and here also one box on the other side. So we'll be getting a point here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you got the base of the third slab. So this is the base of the third slab. A, B, C and D. So join it, A to B. I'm drawing the third slab. The length of the third slab is 100. The breadth of the third slab is 20. It is 2 boxes. Again the length of the third slab is 100. You have drawn the base of the third slab. Now what is the height of the third slab? It is 20, 20 from all the four corners, 20 and 20. So it has to be a straight line, remember that. So you got the top of the last slab, join it. So I'll be joining with thick lines.